Hello, welcome to the second tutorial video on how to configure Nova. I'll be using the terms AM and PM in this video, and these stand for Affiliate Manager and Partnership Manager. Keep that in mind while watching. In this video, we'll be showing you how to add PMs and AMs with Nova, how to enforce a nickname system for PMs and AMs, and how to set up a welcome message when you add an AM or a PM to the team. Before we do anything else, we need to make sure that Luminous Nova's role is above your partnership and affiliate roles. If it's not, then you'll get an error when you try to add a PM or an AM with Nova. So to get this video started, the first thing we'll need to do is tell Nova which roles are for affiliate managers and partnership managers. As we mentioned in the previous video, there are different commands to set things for AMs and PMs. This is to ensure you don't accidentally set a PM role as an affiliate one, for example. So now let's get started. To set our PM role, we type set role PM and then a space. After the space, we tag the PM role like it's mentionable and send our message. Repeat this process for your AM role, but instead of set role PM, type set role AM. Next, we'll set a nickname system for our PMs and AMs. Nova will change their names automatically when you hire PMs or AMs once this is set. Creating a nickname system lets you see who you've already hired by checking their mutual servers and then checking their nickname from the mutual servers list. What a nickname system does is this. The name will be automatically changed to include AM or PM in it. This is customizable, so you can make it look however you like. Simply add any symbols to the nickname format, and be sure to leave the variable user_mention intact. There's a nickname preset you can use if you'd like to get this done quickly. The commands to use the preset will be in the description for you to copy-paste. Paste each command separately if you choose to use the preset. Now let's get to setting up our welcome message for PMs and AMs. This will be displayed when we hire more PMs or AMs using Nova, and we'll get to how to do that in a sec. Creating a welcome message for your PMs and AMs is nearly exactly like creating an EMD for affiliates and partners. For the purposes of keeping this video short, we'll be linking you to our last guide which goes into how to create an EMD instead of explaining it all over again here. Skip to 1 minute and 35 seconds in the video linked below. The tutorial on making your EMD starts there. For those already familiar, keep watching. First, we'll create our EMD. Choose any name you like, but make sure it has no spaces and keep in mind it is case sensitive. Next, we'll set up our title. Let's make it say, "Welcome to the team, Traveler." Afterwards, we'll create our description for our new EMD. The description is where a lot of people like to put commonly used info for PMs and AMs, such as clickable links to your blacklist channel if you have one, requirements to partner, etc. For our description, we'll answer some frequently asked questions new PMs and AMs have, on top of linking our ad, requirements, and blacklist channels. So let's go ahead and add, for example, our weekly quota if we have one. Our server doesn't have a weekly quota that PMs and AMs need to meet, so we'll mention that it has none. We'll also mention that it's okay for them to take breaks, and that they won't get demoted even if they don't notify us about their break. And now, we've set our description. Next is telling Nova to use the EMD we just made in the PM welcome message. This is done similarly to how we did it in the guide on making EMDs. Type set PM welcome message, user mention, and then a space. After the space, type %%, and then another space, and type the case-sensitive name of your EMD. Finally, we can press enter. Now, we need to tell Nova which channel to post the PM welcome message to. You can set this to your private PM or AM chat, or create a new one for it. To set the PM welcome message channel, we type set PM channel, a space, and then tag our channel, pressing enter afterwards. So now that all of this is set up, the last thing to do is explain how to add a user as a PM or an AM using Nova. You'll need to be able to copy a person's ID to do this. If you haven't already, in Discord settings, scroll down to the Appearance tab and enable Developer Mode. Now, when you right-click a user, you'll be able to copy their ID. Having Developer Mode turned off will hide the Copy ID button. Now, let's add a user as a PM. To do this, first, copy their ID. Then, we type add manager, a space, and then type PM if you want to hire them as a PM, or AM if you want to hire them as an AM. After that, make one more space and then paste their ID. Press enter, and boom, you've just hired a PM using Nova. Everything you set up will now be done automatically. It'll give the user you hired the PM role, it'll change the name automatically for you, and it'll tell them where they can find everything they need to get started. And lastly, if you want to remove an AM or a PM from the team, type remove manager, a space, and then paste their ID. And that's it for the tutorial. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or join the support server linked in the description for more direct help. This is Skyfall, aka Innocent Bullet from Luminous Nova, and I hope this helped. Later.